The old truck rattled down the empty road as we returned to Hemlock Hollow. The county fair was fun, but home felt different tonight. Colder, heavier. Only our family remained in the town, our farmhouse the last with lights on. We pulled into the driveway. The crunch of gravel echoed in the silence. Inside, the house was cold and still. I wandered the hallway. Rooms were empty, furniture gone. My parents acted as if nothing was missing, sitting and moving around invisible chairs and tables. Fear twisted in my stomach. I ran upstairs. My room was stripped bare, just 4 cold walls. My parents didn't notice anything wrong. I was the only one who saw the emptiness. Something terrible was happening in our house. The silence pressed in, thick and unnatural. I felt utterly alone, surrounded by things only I could see. The house felt haunted by absence. I knew I had to find out what was happening. The night outside seemed to watch, waiting. I shivered, realizing home was no longer safe. The real story was just beginning. I went outside for air, desperate for clarity. On the porch sat an old, rusty lantern, one I'd never seen before. Its cloudy glass glowed faintly, though it held no candle or oil. Dad denied putting it there. No one should have left it. The lantern's light pulsed, casting strange shadows. I felt drawn to it, fear and curiosity mixing inside me. As I reached out, the light flared, and for a moment, a gaunt, hollow-eyed man's face stared back at me. I recoiled, heart pounding. The face vanished, but the sense of being watched lingered. The lantern was connected to the emptiness in our house. I knew it was a warning, or a clue. The night air felt colder, the darkness deeper. I left the lantern where it was, but its presence haunted me. My family remained oblivious, lost in their own world. I was alone with the secret. The lantern's mystery demanded answers. I steeled myself to uncover the truth. The real haunting had only just begun. That night I lay awake on my bare floor, listening. Whispers drifted from the walls, soft, urgent, impossible to understand. Footsteps creaked in the hallway, but no one was there. I remembered the angry face in the lantern, his eyes full of sorrow and rage. In a restless dream, I saw the living room filled with pale, silent strangers in old-fashioned clothes. The man from the lantern pointed at me, mouth open in a silent scream. I woke, heart racing. In the morning, muddy footprints appeared in the kitchen, bare, child-sized. Mom dismissed them, but I knew they weren't mine. The whispers grew clearer, repeating a name, Enoch Jolly. The name chilled me to the bone. The house was full of secrets, and I was the only one listening. I had to find out who Enoch Jolly was. Determined, I searched the attic for answers. Behind a loose floorboard, I found a leather-bound journal, my great-great-grandmother Eleanor's. Her entries began cheerfully, but soon turned dark. She wrote of Enoch Jolly, a bitter outcast obsessed with dark magic. He used a lantern to curse the town, trapping spirits inside it. The lantern on our porch matched her description exactly. Eleanor tried to break the curse, but failed. The last page was torn out, but her warning remained. His anger fuels the lantern. Only when the sky weeps for the lost souls can the light be put out for good. The whispers, the empty rooms, the faces in my dreams, they were the trapped spirits of Hemlock Hollow. I realized I had to finish what Eleanor started. The answer was in the storm and the lantern. I prepared myself for what was coming. The past was reaching out, and I was its only hope. I would not let fear stop me. That night, a storm rolled in, rain lashing, thunder shaking the house. I found the missing ritual page in the journal. Take the lantern to the ancient oak, speak the names of the lost. Clutching an old photograph of the townspeople, I braved the storm, lantern in hand. The lantern's light burned green, angry. Enoch Jolly's ghost appeared, blocking my path, his rage swirling in the wind. The spirits of Hemlock Hollow circled, trapped and pleading. I stood firm, heart pounding. At the oak, I raised the photograph and shouted, "I'm not afraid of you, Enoch Jolly. Their suffering ends tonight." I spoke the names from the photograph. Abigail Miller, Thomas Finch, Sarah Peterson. With each name, a light escaped the lantern, rising into the storm. Enoch shrieked, but a warm barrier shielded me. The spirits were breaking free. The storm raged, but I felt hope. I kept going, voice steady, until the last name was spoken. The lantern's light flickered, then began to fade. Enoch's power was breaking. The curse was ending. I had set them free. Lightning struck the oak as I spoke the final name. The lantern blazed white, then shattered, its curse broken. Enoch's scream vanished with the storm. The spirits hovered, peaceful, then faded away with grateful smiles. I returned home, soaked but relieved. The house felt warm, alive, furniture restored, my room whole again. My parents remembered everything. The curse had lifted for them too. They saw only a broken lantern, never knowing its true story. Life in Hemlock Hollow slowly returned to normal. The air felt lighter, the sun brighter. Sometimes I still heard a happy whisper on the wind. The past was at peace, no longer a nightmare. We were no longer the last family in a town of ghosts. We were home, living with the gentle memories of those who came before. And I knew I'd never forget the night I set Hemlock Hollow free.